Hi there, welcome to your first tutorial of Adobe's Premiere Pro. At the end of this tutorial you will know how to set up a new document, understand the layout of Premiere Pro, how to import media, add media to a timeline, make small edits to the original material, and export your media. There is a lot to cover, so let's get into it. This is the opening screen to Premiere Pro. To start a new project, click New Project. This opens a new window in which you have to name your project and select a destination to save your project. Ensure that you name your project clearly, so you can find it at a later stage. For this video, I'm going to call my project Example Project. I also tick the box stating Skip Import Mode and click on Create. This opens your project panels. To ensure that your screen looks the same as mine, go to Window, Workspaces, and select Essentials. Premiere Pro has different panels that have separate functions. In the top left, you have your project document. Here you will find all your imported media. This can be videos, music, audio recordings, and pictures, as well as projects from other Adobe software like Adobe Character Animator. The middle section is called the frame. You can choose to view your source material here or your edited work. It will show the work depending on what you have selected. The right frame is your Properties panel. If you have worked with Adobe before, you will know that the Properties panel changes based on the material you are working with. And at the bottom you can find your timeline. This is where you can make all the changes to your material, put the clips in the desired order, and put special effects on your clips. At the top of your screen you will find your menus. Here you can find additional functions, export your files, and additional support in case you're stuck. Now that you're a bit more familiar with Premiere Pro's layout, let's import some videos to edit. There are 3 different ways to import videos into Premiere Pro. You can go File, Import, and select the files you'd like to include into your project. You can open your documents and drag them in, or use the shortcut Command or Control on Windows and I. With your files imported, you see that your upper left panel is populated with the original material. With your source material in, it is time to edit. The first thing to do is to select your opening clip and drag it to your timeline. In the upper left panel, you now see a new file. This is your project. You can preview your project by double-clicking onto it in the left panel or press play on your timeline. The basic edits we will go through are changing the fill of the frame, cutting, change speed and duration, and reordering your clips. When you drop your source material into the timeline, you see that your property panels on the right are changing. You can make many changes via your Properties panel, but there is one I wanted to point out, as it makes your life a lot easier. You can choose to have your content fit the frame, meaning that it will keep its original dimensions and will fill the frame until it hits at least one border. This means you can have some empty black areas around either the top or the sides. Alternatively, you can choose to fill the frame. This will enlarge your video until all edges are filled. It will leave no black space around it, and it keeps its original ratio. To cut this clip, you need to use the razor tool. The razor tool is next to your timeline, or you can use the shortcut C. You cut your clip by bringing the razor to the timeline where you want to shorten your clip, and with one mouse click, you now have cut your clip. The part you don't want, you select and then delete by pressing your delete button. Another way to shorten your clip would be to select your clip, right-click, and click on the speed duration option. This opens a new window. If you want to speed up your clip, you can increase the percentage or put the exact time in the frame with the paperclip turned on. This will keep all the material, but it will speed up to the desired duration. If you turn your paperclip off, your clip will be cut off after the duration you put in. You will see that the backplay speed will remain the same. Reordering your clips is easy. All you have to do is select and drag the clip to the place you want. You can have it overlap by letting it go, but if you hold your Command or Control key, it will push all the other clips out of the way. Now that your clip is finished, it is time to export your final project. This will allow you to share it with your teachers, your friends, or upload it to different platforms. To do this, you will need to go to File, Export. There are many preset outputs, but the easiest one is to select your HD 1080. You click Export, and now your video is done.